This one was still a mystery. Let me refresh your memory. This is Orion's Roses from March of 2014. Iris and Renee. Remember, she was concerned because Renee had been sneaking phone calls. He was going out like to the backyard.
Okay.
While she'd be in the shower. And so we called Renee and he sent the flowers to someone named Regina. But listen to what he put on the card.
Put the blinds up.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
The blinds up.
The blind is up?
Yeah. And from Renee. She'll know what it's about.
So we were like, what? It was very weird. He said that Regina, who he sent the roses to, was a friend and blinds up with some sort of inside joke. I mean, we obviously, we thought he was cheating, but we never got clarification about what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. So we have his, at least at the time, his wife, Iris. I don't know what they are now, but Iris is on the line. Iris, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're good. So are you still with Renee?
No, it's sad. It's sad. I tried everything just, to make it work, especially for the kids, for me, because he was very special. I really love him. But he didn't want to be with us. Like, he just dumped us. He didn't care. He ended up leaving us. He's now with Regina, and Regina is pregnant. And I just tried to move on. I even moved to El Monte. I went to my brother because I thought he can help me with a kid. I'm a single mom now. And it's hard. It's hard for me. Like, I don't wish this not even to my worst enemy. It's very hard.
Oh.
Now, you have been married 10 years with 2 kids, right?
Yeah. So we've been divorced for almost 4 years, and they still happy, When they're Regina, they're like, I don't know, like lovebirds, like having fun. They're like excited about this new baby.
Wait, what? She wasn't pregnant back in 2014.
No. This is new.
This is
almost
recent.
due. She can be due at any time, but they had like a 3-year honeymoon, I guess. So they were like just happy, single, together, enjoying life. Now they're pregnant, and I'm still trying to get, everything done with the kids.
Does he help you out with the kids?
Not really, of course he goes and sees them, every other weekend. And that's why I know about Regina, and I have all this information about, like, she's been pregnant, and, the kids tell me. But, yeah, he goes every other weekend, so I get to see him. I still have feelings for him. So it's hard for me. But besides that, the hard work is through the week. Because through the week, I'm a driver.
I'm sorry that you had to go through all of that. That's rough, and hopefully, in the master plan of life, it'll be for the better for you and for your kids. Hey, Iris, what did he mean by blinds up?
Yeah.
The blinds up on that card.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that, in our closet, in our bedroom, we had this little, like, pentagon. It's a window, and it was facing the street. So that's what it meant. It's like, it has blinds, we have blinds over there, but in front of it, we had closed, so we never opened them. So Rene was very sneaky. He didn't want to text Regina or anything, because every time that I was going to my rehab, because, I hurt my ankle.
Yeah.
He was my physical therapy. He was opening the blinds, so he put the blinds up, and then Regina knew that I was leaving home.
Oh, so it was it was a sign.
Gosh.
Yes, yeah. Basically, he was telling her, that the coast was clear, that I was going to leave the house, and even every time I offered to bring the kids with me, because I thought, the kids, they demand a lot of work. So I used to tell Renee, if you want, I can take the kids with me so you can rest. And she was like, yeah, of course, take the kids. And I even thought, well, I'm doing something good for him. I'm spoiling my husband and being like a good wife. So it took me, that driving time, maybe an hour. Then I stay in my physical therapy like another hour, and then coming back home another hour. So that was like 3 hours that I thought he can take a nap, he can get other stuff done. And he was just taking the time to just, cheat on me and be with Regina. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting mad. Sorry.
Well, listen.
Bringing up old feelings.
I think for the long run, you're going to be better off. And I'm sorry again, but at least you found out. And thank you very much, Iris, for coming on today with us.
No, thank you. I mean, in conclusion, the only good thing is that I got closer to God. I've been more in church. I tried even counseling. But, now God is the only thing that it was like a good result about all this.
Well, if you can see good out of it, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Iris, take care, and thank you for listening to us.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
How about the sneakiness of the blinds up? Like that was his smoke signal.
And how taking advantage of her, just like, yeah, take the kids to your therapy class, and then he could be alone. Oh, it's terrible.
That was from 2014, and she's just checking in now. Coming off of Iris from 2014, who found out that her husband back then was messing around.
Yeah.
He ended up staying with the woman and then having a baby.
She's still not over it. She said she still has feelings when he comes to pick up the kids.
I mean, it's got to be
It's
hard.
been 4 years, yeah. Oh.
So Shannon is on. You just heard that, Shannon. Go ahead. You're on with us.
Thank you, guys. Oh, my gosh. First of all, my heart is breaking for Iris. It's been 4 years, and, he should have been working hard to get her back. And I'm flabbergasted. I feel like I really hope that she can find her way to letting this go and moving on with her life, because she sounds like an amazing woman. I mean, talking about how she would leave and give him extra time and take the kids so he could have time to relax and rest.
Well, he's toxic. He's toxic. So she needs to, I mean, it's a good thing that she's going to get past it. She will get past it. She will.
It is. Honestly, it sounds like a blessing in disguise, because he clearly did not care for her worth or her value as a human being, let alone his partner in life and mother of his children. But, I mean, he sickens me, and I hope that she can find, it's got to be hard. This is the man you spent your life with, and your kids are with him, and you want it to work, and especially when you're getting closer in faith, sometimes, that marriage is for life thing. But honestly, oh, God, I just pray she gets the strength to move on and have happiness and true, real love, because she will give real love.
Have her, as you use the word, value appreciated, which she will.
Exactly.
Now, back in November of 2015, Sarah reached out to us for Ryan's Roses. Her then husband is on the line now, maybe still husband, I don't know, John. He saved the name telemarketer in his contacts, and he said that basically when we got to the bottom of it all, he said that he was cheating on her and had been seeing this other woman, Kate, for a year or a little more. I mean, it was heartbreaking. Here's what happened back then.
Like, we have a great family. Our kids, well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love the kids. It's not about the kids. It's just, you can still have that. That can still be great. And what we have, you and me, Sarah, is just not the same as what it was before.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And he admitted to cheating for a long time. So 3 years have gone by. I don't think I could get past it.
I really don't think I could either.
If it were me, even if I said I could, I would. If I was being truthful to myself, I would have resentment and I would have doubt every day.
For me, my biggest thing in a relationship is trust. And once that's gone.
So John, 3 years later, is on with us. John, thanks for coming back on. Did you guys stay together and work it out, or you split?
We split. We broke up. So I left Sarah for Kate, and that was...
You did? You left for the other woman?
Yeah, I left for...
So you did not try to work it out with your wife? You just said, now that you know, I'm leaving you?
It became pretty clear early on that she was not going to forgive me. So yeah, we broke up. And
no, John, sorry. I know thank you for coming on, but I need to understand this. You cheated on your wife for over a year. You admitted to it. Did you try to reconcile with your wife at that point? Did you attempt? Did you try?
No, we broke up. I broke up with her.
Did you try? Did you try? Or did you just say, okay, I'm leaving? What is it, Tanya?
Being a little nicer tone.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Stop yelling at me. John?
Yeah, no, I left her. That's it. I got to own up to it. I left her for Kate, and I proposed to Kate because I thought we were going to be happy. And that was a huge mistake because it turns out that Katie was also seeing somebody else for like a year while we were seeing each other.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, you're not sorry to hear that. It's what he deserved.
Oh, and an eye for an eye is what we want to encourage? No.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Well, Sissany, where are you? John, so who are you with now?
I'm seeing somebody else, but it's not Katie.
I don't.
It's not Sarah.
And where's Sarah? Is she happy? Is she remarried? Where's your ex-wife?
Yeah, Sarah's seeing somebody, and from what I can tell, I mean, I guess I'm happy for her. I really am. But like, they're doing well. I'm just miserable.
Well,
like even this person that I'm seeing now is great, but it's not fair. You know,
John, I hate to say it, but I'm not surprised because I believe in the rules of the universe are karma, right? And so what you ended up choosing to do, you're now in a way kind of paying for it, and she's not.
You're right. I completely deserve this, and I don't know if I'll ever feel like I ever did before any of this happened. I mean, like, the day of that call was the worst day of my life, and I tried to turn into something good, and obviously you can't turn something terrible into something good. It just gets worse.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just, I'm not surprised with now that I know sort of where you are and where she is, but I appreciate you calling back in to check in, John.
Yeah, it's interesting that you guys are doing this. Thanks for having me on.
You good luck.
Bye,
You're
John.
Bye.
Good luck.
Why are you have such a strange look on your face?
Because you were like so hard on him.
You felt bad for him? You felt bad for him. So it didn't work out with the other girl again, and you feel bad?
Yeah, I don't want somebody just because like he made a mistake in his past doesn't mean he should be punished for the rest of his life. Have a little compassion, a little empathy.
Well, can I tell you
people.
what I didn't like? I just didn't like that he didn't even try with his wife. So he screwed up. He admitted to it, and then he didn't like.
No, and it wasn't one mistake. It wasn't a one night thing.
It was over a year.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It was every day he'd wake up knowing what he was doing.
You don't believe that karma spoke to him?
I think that the way karma's going to get this situation is that Sarah is going to be in an even better, amazing relationship than she was ever in a marriage.
Sounds like Sarah's fine, but
which
he
is
has
great.
to go over a speed bump after doing that to her.
And that's fine. But
I've not seen you like this. I don't know, Patty. I'm squinting.
I know
about it.
it's weird, but he let his family down, not just Sarah, but the kids.
Maybe now he's learned from all of it. Who knows? But yeah. I don't really recognize you today. This is Ryan's Roses from February, and Erica is the daughter in this situation. And this is a little unusual. It's not quite as normal as we do sometimes. Erica suspected that her stepdad was cheating on her mom. Now, Erica suspected that because she overheard this conversation between her stepdad and another woman, and he called her babe, right? Mm-hmm. He called her babe. So we offered him the flowers, and he sent them to a woman named Sarah. Now, Erica's mom is named Lily. He signed it to Sarah, love, Will. So Erica went after him. Well, let me play some of that back here. And then we have Lily, Erica's mom, on the phone.
I don't feel that I'm obligated to tell any of you anything.
Well, how about your stepdaughter? Do you feel obligated to share some honesty with her?
Maybe in a private setting, not on the radio.
Okay, now you want to get... Okay, convenient.
I feel like I'm being attacked.
So he took the position of, hey, I'm being attacked. Mm-hmm. And we believe he was cheating or on the path to cheating with Erica's mom. And we got a lot of people asking us about this one over the last couple of months. So Erica suggested we talk to her mom. It's been 3 months. Let me get Lily on the phone. Lily, good morning.
Good morning. And how are you today?
Well, we're good. but thank you for coming on. We just were updating people on what happened back in February. So did you get to the bottom of it? Did you find out what was going on?
I really haven't. I can't figure it out. The only thing I know is that she kept thinking Will was cheating on me. And, people have relationships. They know I trust my husband, and I think she's afraid because of the last marriage, and she's trying to protect me. But she's a bit of a drama queen, and I think she's all out of proportion. And meanwhile, she doesn't speak to me. I've left numerous text messages, and I don't know what to do.
Who doesn't speak to you? Your daughter?
My daughter.
So, okay, you are saying that you don't think your husband, her stepfather, was having an affair, but more that you think your daughter might be trying to sabotage your relationship with him because she doesn't approve?
No, I think that she's just not trusting. She's not trusting anymore after the first divorce. And now this is her stepfather, and so she thinks that there's always going to be another shoe that drops. Yeah. And I think that she's really trying to protect me, but I think that she doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. She's not mature enough.
Okay, but there's one thing, Lily, that we heard. I know, who are we to say, but who we heard him really come after her on the call. Mm-hmm. Can I just play some of this back for you? I played a second ago in case you didn't hear it.
I don't feel that I'm obligated to tell any of you anything.
Well, how about your stepdaughter? Do you feel obligated to share some honesty with her?
Maybe in a private setting, not on the radio.
Okay, now you want to get okay, convenient.
So he was a little revved up. Does that bother you?
No, because I think he feels like he was being attacked unfairly.
And she said that she overheard your husband calling someone babe on the phone. What's your response to that?
My response to that is that it's a woman involved in work who everybody calls babe. That's her nickname. Just like we used to call my daughter Squeaks when she was a baby, because every time she spoke, she squeaked. So we called her Squeaks. It's just a name. It's a nickname. Everybody calls her babe. Hey, babe.
I'm glad that you're comfortable and confident with him. I hope that she resumes communication with you soon.
I hope so too, since her birthday's coming up, and I've tried on numerous occasions to try and reach out to her, but I have not.
Did you have a good, close relationship with her in the last year?
I did up until all of this started to happen. Although we've always had things happen in the past. Mothers and daughters always have things happen in their relationships, but we smooth it out. It just happens and it's over. This one isn't over. She moved out and she hasn't spoken to me since.
All right. Well, if there's anything we can do, keep us posted. I hope everything ends up okay, Lily.
Well, thank you so much. I hope so too.
All right. You take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. So I just wonder, was she so rocked from the last divorce that she overheard this and she panicked, or was she trying to sabotage, or something else that I'm not getting? Is there something I'm missing?
Yeah, I feel like she's in denial. Like she doesn't want him to be cheating, so she's listening to all his excuses and believing him, which is so
pretty bullish about her position.
Yeah.
And we'll be back. Hey, not to rehash it all, but I am curious to know, were we missing something with Lily and Will and Erica, the stepdaughter there, with that Ryan's Roses, and us checking back in? Because Lily, married to Will, Erica's stepfather, doesn't think that anything's going on. Erica, the stepdaughter, thinks that she overheard him calling another woman babe, but Erica's mom is really standing by her stepdad. Mm-hmm. So, Evelyn, what did you hear in that call a few minutes ago? Are we missing something?
No, I think this woman is totally in denial. I mean, she's delusional. Her daughter should come first, and I feel like she chose her husband over her daughter. I think it's so wrong.
And I can't figure out, if that's the case, why.
I don't know. It's wrong. Someone needs to shake her. She didn't even hear him. Totally delusional, I think. I mean, the only person I know who calls any babe I know is a pig. You don't call people babe at work.
Yeah, you don't do that.
No. I'm still back.
She was very adamant about her position. Like, she believes her husband, and her daughter doesn't believe her husband.
She's delusional. Delusional. It's so
Well,
obvious.
Thank you, Evelyn, for your point of view.
Sure. Bye.
I think that she might be afraid to be alone. Her
And so
daughter's
she
out of the
just
house.
Doesn't want to hear it. Just look,
Yeah.
turn the other way. Let's go back to August 2016, which was, how long ago was that? 2 years ago. So, and we posted this up at KIIS-FM.com for you to listen to, but Natalie told us, and standing by on the phone right now is Natalie. She told us that her husband Colin got a text, and he was acting weird about it. So she snooped in his phone, and she found a sonogram of a baby from his coworker. Do you remember this?
I actually do remember this.
So we offered Colin the roses, and he wanted to give them to Megan, which is the coworker's name, but with no note. So we brought Natalie on the line, his wife, and asked him about the flowers in the sonogram. He said that Megan is a coworker, and the baby is her boyfriend's. But he had the photo.
Right.
So why was he in the middle of all of it, getting that kind of, I mean, that's very, what's the right word?
Intimate?
Private?
Yeah.
Synonymous. So we didn't know if he was cheating, but the whole thing was a little uncomfortable.
Right.
Well, we're friends at work, and she did share with me that she was probably expecting a baby. So I just thought maybe she just didn't know someone was thinking of her. I'm not involved. I just thought this might be nice for her.
2 years have gone by. What's happened? Natalie?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. So how much do you know about this story yet?
Well, I only know that we were a little uncomfortable with the way we left you guys.
Yeah.
And that we found it strange that his coworker would be sending these kinds of photos to your husband and that he would not tell you.
Exactly. Okay, so my husband continued to insist that the baby was not his, and I went ahead and confronted Megan myself, and I insisted that a blood test be taken because I saw a photo of the baby online, and it looked just like my husband Colin. And I was like, this is it. Please, I cannot deal with this. I need 100% proof that it's not your child. So I made him take a blood test, and I also reached out to Megan, and I said, you're going to need to get a blood test, a paternity test for this child, because I need to know the truth. And you all are dancing around, and she was really mad about it, which I saw as guilty. So needless to say, they did go ahead and take the test. And I have a feeling that Megan's boyfriend was all for my husband Colin taking the test because he too was feeling uncomfortable with the situation. He wanted to know the truth as well. And so Colin takes the test. The baby had the test. And Colin is not the kid's dad. So we're moving on now. Things are fine. But Colin does know that if he steps up of line again, I'm not going to F around.
So
I will make his life miserable.
Okay, but did your husband cheat on you?
See, that's the thing. He still hasn't told me yes, but I can tell when he's lying. He still works with Megan, but I do know that they don't talk to each other because she's scared to death of me.
Wow.
So
I'm listening
as it
to
should
you.
be.
Right. I'm hearing the things you're saying. Well, I hope that there's not like resentment building up inside of you and that, this isn't something that's going to cause more of an issue down the line.
Right. Like you can really let it be behind you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I think also talking to you has helped as well close that chapter. It was a really difficult chapter because I didn't know for sure, and it was really killing me, but I'm fine now.
Well, I hear the tone in your voice, and if I'm Colin, I'm watching my steps. Yeah. Well, thank you for coming back on, Natalie, and I hope you guys work it all out, okay?
Thank you guys so much. You take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. I feel like she's still upset.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
It's like, okay, so she believes that's not his child.
Right, but she still doesn't believe he didn't cheat.
Yeah. So I don't know that I could, I don't. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Ryan's Roses. It's a revisit. On Fridays, by popular demand, we reach back out to some of the couples that have been on the show before and see if we can get an update. Find out, well, how did it go? I mean, when we last spoke to you, things weren't good. This was one of the most, this one I would say was one of the more open-ended ones because we just put them on a hold. It just got too crazy, got too intense. So Tiffany found a weird cell phone twice, once in her husband's gym bag and then once in his car. He said it belonged to a work buddy, but Tiffany recognized the woman's face on the screensaver as a woman named Julie from his past. So we got him on the phone. We called him. He sent the flowers to the other woman from his past. Mm-hmm. The note said, I got these, so I'm giving them to you. Well, we confronted him. He told us that Julie was a woman he dated in college. He said they broke up when she got pregnant.
Julie is somebody from my past from college. All right, we dated for a year, junior year, beginning of senior year. She got pregnant, and we broke up, and that was it.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna need you to stop. Okay, just stop.
And that's when we took him off the air. We have him, Nick, on the line. 8 months later, Nick. Good morning, and thanks for coming back on.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me, Ryan.
Sure, bro. So, just so we understand, were you saying that you had a child with Julie and that Tiffany didn't know?
Tiffany didn't. I didn't know. I mean, when this all came up, it was like Julie and I dated a long time ago, and we broke up, and I didn't know when we broke up that she was pregnant, and she had the baby, and then she came back to me years later and told me. And this is when Tiffany and I are now married.
Wow.
So I Tiffany didn't know.
Okay. So
and I was trying to work things out with
now,
Julie. Last
we spoke to you, we took you off the air because your wife was obviously in shock. What's happened since?
I moved out, and we've started the process of splitting up, but we're still in touch, and I've been in touch with Julie too. I've been spending a lot of time with AJ and really trying to make that work, trying to be the dad to him, and yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. The only thing is that Tiffany is just, like I said, we're in touch, and
she's probably devastated because there was a secret.
Yeah.
Did you guys still love each other when this all was coming out?
I still love her so much, and I don't like this. Is not. I'm going down this road that I know it doesn't feel right, but it also feels inevitable.
Yeah.
And she keeps telling me that she looks at AJ and she's saying things. Like, it's getting in my head. She's saying he doesn't look like me, and I mean, I don't think so. I think he looks,
Is there any chance? I know you've been down this path, I'm sure. Is there any chance that somehow over time you think Tiffany will be open to working it out with you?
Ryan, I don't know, man. I want that to be the case, and I'll tell you this. I have learned so much in the last 8 months that I have to know the difference between something being real and something I want to be true. Like, I want it to work out with me and her, and I want her to understand it. Like, maybe we can all kind of be one of these weird, crazy modern families that, like, make it work, but I know I really hurt her.
Yeah.
And I didn't mean to, but I know I did.
You could be, actually. It's just going to take time.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't happen when you were with her. It's just that she was taken by surprise by all of this.
Mm-hmm.
But now she's like, she sees me trying to spend time with AJ and like really forming that bond with my son and by extension with his mother, and that's just making it worse with Tiffany. does not like that at all. And I understand why she doesn't like it, because, Julie is my ex. We have a history, and I'm spending a lot of time with her, and it's like sincere emotional time.
Well, Nick, I will say this to you. I feel the heartfelt sincerity in your voice about where you are and what you're trying to do and what's happening. I do feel that, and we don't I'm going to say often, but we don't always feel that. When we're talking to people after. So, keep being the best guy you can be. All right?
That's all I can do.
All right, Nick.
That's
Thanks
all
for
I can
reaching
do.
back out to us.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Thanks for talking to me.
Okay, buddy. Bye. Yeah, what the thing is with him, he didn't cheat.
No.
This
He
was
didn't
all
do
something that happened
anything
way
wrong.
back. So that's why I'm thinking, is there a chance, Tiffany, once she gets through the shock of all of it, if they love each other, I almost want them to be together.
I know, me too.
But you guys are kind of missing the point. He wasn't honest with her from the beginning.
He didn't know.
No, he didn't know.
But she had to find the phones.
Oh, yeah,
and,
yeah.
use us to figure it out.
So that kind of sucked.
That sucks big time.
I wanted to not remember that part till you
I
brought it
forgot
up.
about that
Thanks.
part.
Don't forget.
Right. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you
But
calling.
he was also in shock. He didn't know how to handle it. But yeah, he should have gone to his wife from the very
Thanks for
beginning.
calling in, Tanya. Appreciate it.
I'm just saying, he's not innocent saint here.
I have hope for Nick. Maybe he and Tiffany will work it out. But Jada is on the phone. Jada, go ahead. You're on with us.
Hey, so I totally think he should do a DNA test.
You think Nick should do a DNA test, Nick, or the child? Wait,
Well,
Nick, right?
They both have to do it.
Both, yeah.
Right, they both have
Why? Because his ex said it was his, and he's trying to form the bond to be there as his dad.
Oh, how stupid is that? We don't know if she's some girl come and tell you, it's just absolutely stupid for him not to do a DNA test. Really.
I'm
with you, Jada. I think that he should.
We will send this tape right over of your call.
All right.
All right.
He could do
Thanks.
23andMe, and that would clear it up.
Hey, guess who's giving those away? Sissany. She's got them to give away. We're going to get to this Ryan's Roses follow-up. So here is the story, and you're going to want to hear what happened because Nina is on the phone. She's on hold right now. Back in November, Nina's 5-year-old son, David, told her that he and his dad, Kenneth, spent the day with a woman named Lisa and her daughter when they were at Disneyland. Kenneth never mentioned this to Nina, so it was supposed to just be father-son bonding at Disneyland that day. Anyway, we get him on the phone. We offer him the roses, and he wanted to send the roses with this card, "For Mommy, love, David." So we wanted to know who Lisa was. It turns out he knows her from college. Listen to some of the sound here.
She's just some college friend. That's it.
So you ran into a college friend at Disneyland who has a child at the same time you're there, and you spent the day and you didn't tell your wife?
Exactly. How would she even know that you were there, Kenneth?
And why didn't you tell your wife? I think, Sissany and I, if we were married, I couldn't wait to come home and say, hey, I ran into Tanya, who I went to college with. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
It didn't seem like that big of a deal.
I'd have to say Tanya and the doctor, obviously, but that was from November, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we left it not knowing what was going to happen. Nina is on the phone, and I'm curious to know, Nina, what's happened? It's been 7 months. What's happened since we spoke?
Well, after I got off the phone with you guys, I went to my computer and started going through his emails and messages, and I found everything. Flirty notes, pictures that he was writing to her and everything. So it wasn't just a one-time thing, It was like they meant to meet up. And so that day, I picked up my kids from school. I went to my mom's house, and I sent a friend to get the rest of all of our stuff. I have not been back to that house since at all.
So he organized this whole thing behind your back to be at the park with Lisa
Yes,
and the kids were together
So
too?
bad.
That's crazy.
Yes. And I just feel like that woman destroyed our marriage. Like, she has never apologized to me. I have never heard from her. How dare she, I'm really just so angry because I don't know what she's doing. Like, she just come in and mess up our whole family, our home. And I don't know how she could do that to us or to my children. Like, I have to raise these children by myself now because they're still together. And I don't talk to him. I don't hear from him much either. He rarely sees his kids. He didn't even see them on Christmas. Not at all.
Well, he sounds deadbeat to me. Yeah. So did he move out? What's the story?
Well, I don't know what he's doing there at that house because I'm at my mom and I never went back. So I don't talk to him. I don't mess with him. He rarely sees his kids though there at my mom's house. So I'm not there.
Do you know how long it was going on with him and this other woman?
It must have been going on for a long time because the email thread went back and back and back. She's like, hey, what are you doing? They decided on the date to meet up at Disneyland. It was crazy. I was like, this is crazy. Like, so you meant to be with her all this time. And she is just such a bimbo to me. Like, how could you do that knowing that this man was married? I don't like her at all. I think she's a terrible person. She knew he had kids. She knew what we were together. She knew what we were about. Like, I want to call her like really, I don't want to say it, but she's awful. She's the B word.
I think there's blame for both of them here, right? I mean, yes, she got in there and wrecked this, but he accepted the invitation or he invited her in. Nina, are you okay?
I'm much stronger than when I spoke to you last because I realized, yes, it's both their fault. And if he's going to be with her, then he doesn't deserve to be with me. I'm going to move on with my kids, and we're going to be better without him.
Good. Well, I'm glad that you got closure. You got clarity. Thank you for coming on. God bless you, you and your kids. Thanks for listening to us.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Patty, why are you shaking your head?
I just think she needs to let go of that anger.
Well, I will tell you this. I'm reading a book, and the book talks about when you hold on to anger like that, it can cause cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, it can actually cause cancers in your body. You hold on to stuff like that after a while.
But I think it takes time for people.
It does. This is fresh, man. These are fresh wounds. She's angry, but I would be that angry with him, too. Not just her, with him, too.
Sounds like she's equally mad at both.
Let's get to this Ryan's Roses revisit. Daisy and Raul, they're from La Habra. So Daisy, she reached out. She's like, look, I know my husband Raul is cheating. I know that. She wanted to know if the marriage was worth saving. She already knew he was cheating. So we offered Raul the roses, and he wanted us to send them to him with a flirty note. He said he wanted to make her jealous so she would step up her game in the marriage. That's what he said.
He was terrible.
I agree. Listen to his reasoning, though. This is crazy.
Look, it's a wife's responsibility to make her husband feel good.
People were so up in arms, rightfully so, about this guy. I mean, this is what he said.
Look, it's a wife's responsibility to make her husband feel good, and I just feel like, we're not always
what about
on
the opposite
page.
way as well? It's a two-way highway here. It's like, what? I don't get it.
Yeah, well, neither did anybody.
No way.
So we have Raul on the line, and
has he changed?
I don't know. I almost hesitate.
Did he get a new soul?
I almost hesitate to give him airtime again, but he is here. Raul?
Yeah.
Good morning. Thanks for coming back on. You upset a lot of people by what you said a while back. Do you understand why that rubbed people the wrong way?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's why, I wanted to come back on and sort of give you guys the update, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, but before you give me the update, so you cheated on your wife, she knew that, and then she really was saying, hey, is this marriage worth saving? And then you said, look, it's the wife's responsibility to make her husband feel good. Now, that doesn't sound like a marriage. That does not sound, that's not the spirit of what a marriage is. So why should she want to make it work?
I mean, the truth of the matter, too, though, Ryan, is, I never really actually cheated on her. You know what I mean? It was just, I was playing games. I was playing.
She told us you did.
Well, just because I was, when you guys called me for the roses, I said, hey, make them out to me, and can you just put a flirty message on it? I was just playing games, and it was the way that I that I thought a relationship had to be,
I'm just curious, why did you think that?
I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's, growing up in my family, you know what I mean? Like, Mexican machista dad, sort of, you sort of learn by example, you know what I mean? And in my family, that's what it was. I just always saw my mother catering to my dad, and it's just old school ideas.
It's what you knew. It's what you knew.
Yeah, it's what you knew. It's what I knew. It's what I saw.
Yeah, but it's time to break the cycle.
Yeah, and that's what I've come to learn, because we got close. We got close to having a bad ending, so I just really wanted to just really want to make it up to Daisy and just give you guys a heads up, too, about how.
Well, tell us, what's the status of you guys?
Well, I mean, we're in a much better place now. We got through it. We're still together, but it got hairy, for a while. She ended up moving out not soon after that phone call. She left her mom, actually. She was there for about 2 weeks, but after the first week, I was on the phone trying to get her to move back home, and I just told her that things were going to change. What I didn't realize was that, it's a two-way street. I have to be there for her and make her feel wanted, to make her feel, like make her feel like how we first met, and, we're on the up and up now, things are good now, but, there's still stuff that I know that I need to work on, so that's it. I mean, that's why I wanted to come on.
Well, this makes me happy.
Thanks for coming on then. Yeah, I think it's great. Sounds like you guys are trying to make it right, and you're sharing responsibility, right? It's not, as she said, it's a two-way highway.
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest lesson, that I wasn't realizing that part of it. So,
well, Raul, I appreciate you calling back in after all that, because I know you heard the calls that came in after you were on the air, and they were not complimentary, but it sounds like some good has come from this.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, brother, thank you for reaching out to us and coming back on. Okay, you take care.
Okay, thanks so much, guys.
Good luck with Daisy.
Thank you.
Okay, see you.
Bye-bye.
That's a different guy.
Really is. I was very surprised.
Totally different guy.
Wow.
That's interesting. I mean, sometimes you look at life and it's like you heard what he said before and you heard what she said before and you think to yourself, well, how is that ever going to work? Mm-hmm. And then you hear him now and you go, wow, people can't work through stuff, right? Yeah. Rebecca is on the phone right now live. She was on with us back in January of 2017. And she said that, you okay? Yeah. What happened?
Sorry. I just fell.
You fell from what?
From my standing position.
Is the ground moving?
I had my foot up on the trash can and it fell over.
Okay, I just saw you stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, wow.
You injured?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
A little weak in the knees here?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Was that the home room spray getting to you? Now, so
Sorry.
Rebecca called us. She said that she noticed her husband's behavior was changing. And then one night he took a phone call and walked out into the backyard. And she overheard him say, "You can't call me like this." Mm-hmm. We offered him roses back then. And he said,
well, let me think. Who would I want to send them to? I got so many options.
Yeah, like a girlfriend or a wife.
Yeah, well, you don't want to waste a gift like this. It's a major bonus point.
Right? It's your lucky day.
Mm-hmm.
Josh.
Yeah.
Josh. That's all I needed to hear.
And we didn't get any more out of that. We don't know. It's been a year and a half, and Rebecca is on the phone now. Rebecca, thanks for coming back on. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Much better than I was last year.
Then. Well, we're curious to know. We heard how cagey your husband was on the phone with Sissany. Did you ever find out what happened?
I did. I did find out. And he was not cheating on me.
Well, why was he acting so strange on that phone call?
Well, he was actually he was involved in a little bit of stuff at work. I don't know. I don't really know the details. Something about fake invoices. And the company had found out, and they were threatening to sue him. And it was this whole thing, and that is why he was so distracted, and he got really mad.
That's why he said, "You can't call me like this"?
Exactly.
Why was he... Can I just play this back? Here, listen to this.
Well, let me think. Who would I want to send them to? I got so many options.
What does that mean? Yeah. How do you explain that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
All I got so many options?
Well, yeah, I mean, he's going through a lot. I mean, it could have been, like, people at work, maybe his boss. Maybe he wanted to, like, try to make amends or something. I don't know. I know that I trust my husband. I know that he loves me, and we are working it out.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Rebecca, bye. Good luck, okay?
Ooh.
I think she has. I don't buy all that.
Well, I think she's trying. I think that it sounded to me like she is trying to convince herself that he's not cheating. So she, by telling herself and telling us, she's like trying to like reaffirm herself. And it's.
Are we missing the headline? Any issues with the fact that he was stealing from his work? I mean, then there's that.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't good.
It sounds pretty bad.
Fake invoices?
If he can do that at work, imagine what he can do
to a relationship.
Exactly.
We're going to get to this Ryan's Roses revisit right now. So let me take you back. Juliana's husband, he went to the Angels game. Now, this is a call that happened back in 2015, and we're going to follow up to see what transpired since we were talking. So her husband went to the Angels game with his friends. Then a few days later, she saw a mom that she had always been suspicious of wearing a new Angels hat, right? Well, when the woman saw Juliana, she stuffed the hat in her purse.
Sketchy.
It had always bothered Juliana how close this woman, I think, became with her husband. So, well, he sent the flowers to the other woman, Victoria, the woman with the Angels hat. And the note said, "Let's do more of that." He said that, yes, she was at the game, and yes, he bought her the hat, and yes, they sat next to each other. But Robert insisted that Victoria's husband, the other woman, was there, and nothing was going on. So we asked Robert, look, it sounds a little sketch, and your wife feels like it might be sketch. So are you cheating on your wife?
No, 100% no.
Are you flirting with this other mother?
I don't know how we're defining flirting. We were friendly talking.
Could you define it,
That's
Ryan,
all it
and
was.
use it in a
defining
sentence?
it. If you have to ask to define it, then you are. That was back in 2015. I hear Ellen there. We've got Robert on the line, who's married to Juliana. Remember, he sent the flowers to Victoria. Robert, good morning. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Hi there. Thank you for having me back on.
Of course. So it's been almost 3 years. We know how it ended. What happened since?
Victoria's husband heard the whole thing. He came over to my house that night to confront me, to beat me up. But we managed to avoid any physical conflict.
Wait, Victoria's husband came over to physically attack you?
Yeah, I mean, he came over, I think, intending to beat me up, and we wound up just talking. He yelled for a while, but
wasn't he at the game with you?
Yeah.
But then why would he come trying to beat you up?
Because I sent flowers to his wife. I mean, it was a dumb thing to have done. He was probably in the right. It was extreme, but it was a stupid thing to have done, and he got mad, and I can't blame him, to be honest.
Well, why did you send the roses to his wife?
I liked the attention. I don't know.
Did you have? Were you trying something with his wife?
No.
Well, I mean, it does cross the line.
No point. I know. It was dumb. Nothing physical ever happened. Basically, Juliana and I were having kind of a rough time of it at that moment in time.
So you were emotionally cheating.
I don't even know that I necessarily went as far as to say that, but sure. I mean, I'm not trying to defend myself. Again, it was a dumb thing. We were sitting together. She was enjoying the game. My wife never enjoys baseball. It was kind of nice to have that. She was flirting with me. It turned out later we discovered she was aggressively pursuing me. Which was the attention that was kind of nice, but
Robert,
not messing up.
How are you and your wife now?
We're good.
You're good. So this is all behind you.
Yeah. If anything, it made us stronger because we had some conversations that were long overdue.
Oh.
Are you allowed to go to the Angels games anymore?
I can go, but Juliana comes with me.
Yeah, good move. Well, listen, bro, I'm glad that something this tough ended up being a good thing. I appreciate you coming back on.
Yeah, and I'm glad I had an opportunity to kind of clear the air and yeah, thank you, Ryan.
I'm glad it's all behind you. Okay, Robert, you take care.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, how about the husband? I guess, I mean, that's crazy coming over, but not so crazy. If
Yeah,
he
if
sent his
somebody was
roses.
sending my wife roses with a note like that, I'd be PO'd too.
I think it's remarkable, though, that with all of that chaos and craziness and all of the things that were going on in his wife's name and going on with Victoria's husband coming over to try and attack him, they put it all behind him, and he says they're better off than they were before.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to this Ryan's Rose revisit. Juliana's husband, Robert, sent roses to another man's wife, and the man went over to try and beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, I mean, there's other details, but since then, he says they worked it out. His wife, Robert's wife, is fine. This was a roses from 2015, and that actually by addressing some things that they needed to address long beforehand, this chaos caused them to address things that were bad in their relationship and ended up being a good thing. And it is true, like sometimes like really something crazy happens that makes you, for survival, have to strip the layers and talk about something, right?
They say when you break a bone and the bone heals, it heals back even stronger. And I think that's sometimes what happens in relationships. And I think who are we to judge? You know, when
he told me that the woman he sent the flowers to, husband, came over to beat him up, I didn't think it was going to tell me everybody's fine and it's all behind them.
Right, true.
That sounded pretty aggressive. Aaron, go ahead. You're on with us, Aaron. You don't buy Robert. You don't believe him.
I don't at all.
Well, what don't you buy?
I don't buy that the whole thing was innocent. You know what I mean? He got caught.
So you still think he was messing around and he's gotten out of it?
Yeah, I think he was messing around, and he luckily got out of it. It's a wonder that what's her name, Victoria? That Victoria's husband didn't actually kick his.
Right. Well, he showed up to do it. All right, Aaron. Thank you for your candor. By popular demand, you've asked us to follow up with those who are on Ryan's Roses. Sometimes people will. Most of the time, they won't.
Right.
Here's a situation where she will. Sabrina. Now, if you go back and think about why did we even do this in the first place? Sabrina got an email alert about a lingerie delivery that her husband sent to a woman named Marilyn. This goes back to, September 17th of last year. Sabrina and Will in Canoga Park, married 2 years. Anyway, we offered him the flowers. He also sent the flowers to a woman named Marilyn. Same name as the lingerie. So we had him busted, but he didn't seem terribly remorseful. Let me play the clip back.
I can't believe you think that I am this stupid. Really?
I mean, I forgot I have nothing of my own. I forgot about that.
Yeah. When you're married, you don't have other women in your life.
So we left it thinking, yeah, the guy's cheating. But what happened after that call? And how did he end up explaining himself if he did? It's been 8 months.
I remember this one.
Let's get Sabrina. Sabrina, thanks for coming back on. How are you?
I don't know. Not so great.
Well, what happened since we last spoke in the last 7 months?
Well, he came back to the house, said he was sorry. He said he was ending it with that woman, Marilyn. So I tried to move past it. You know, he wanted to be a family, and I kind of just tried to be optimistic and said yes, and things were okay for a little while. But then at Thanksgiving, I went to the car to get some stuff out of the trunk, and there was this box shoved like way up in the back of the trunk, and it was a box from Yandy.com, which, of course, is totally not something you really buy for your wife. I mean, it's lingerie, but it was like the nasty kind of lingerie, like stuff that you don't, I don't know. It was just kind of gross, like all this weird. It was not for me. He knows me, and it wasn't for me. But so I totally confront him. I told him to leave, and now he's refusing.
What do you mean he's refusing to leave? Is he cheating? Was he cheating?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then how can he refuse to leave?
He refuses to leave. I have kids in the house. We totally barely talk, and
So you're not connected. You're not together, but he just physically won't go.
He will not leave. I've asked him to leave. I told him I just need some space, even just leave for a couple months, and he will not leave because it's his house too, it's his kids too, and he's completely just won't leave.
So what are you going to do about that?
I don't know. I mean, my family is not close. I have 2 kids, and I don't have the money to just up and go.
Is it peaceful with him there or not?
It's just kind of as if we just pass in the night. I mean, we just.
But is there
pass
peace
each other.
around the kids, or is it uncomfortable?
The kids are pretty oblivious that we're not happy with each other because
What do you do? What do you do when you catch your spouse cheating and tell them to go and they won't go?
I don't know.
Can you move back with your family?
My family's too far away. I mean, I'd have to do a whole big move.
Do you have some friends you could stay with?
I mean, I just feel like the minute I leave the house that I'm totally out floating around and I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, you are definitely between a rock and a hard place here still. All right. Well, you sound, I mean, forgive me for saying it because I know this is tough stuff you're going through, but you sound kind of okay.
No. I mean, I think I'm just being, I don't know. I'm beyond angry, so I just circle back to trying to exist in some kind of pleasantness because it's absurd. I don't want him in my life at all anymore.
Okay. Well,
and it's laughably bad, I guess. So, yeah.
All right. Well,
you're catching me on a good day.
Good. Well, thank you for coming back on. I'm glad you found out, and we wish you luck in that relationship or without that relationship, okay?
Well, thank you.
All right. You take care.
Thanks.
Bye. What do you do?
I've actually had a girlfriend who tried to break up with her boyfriend, and he wouldn't do it. He just kept saying no.
Okay, but that's a little different than the father of your kids, and you're kicking them out of the house for cheating.
Maybe he wants to make it work.
Yes, Patty?
He wants to make it work, but he's also not respecting her. You know, she's telling him, leave, just leave me alone. And he's being very selfish by saying, this is my house too. He's
right, but I get it. But so what does she do? I mean, she's tried and he's not responding. What does she do now?
I'm sure she has a friend. She has to find a friend, someone she truly trusts, and just get her kids.
So she should leave.
Yeah, I mean, if he's being the jerk that he is, not respecting her and not respecting their children.
Yeah, but so she should pick up and go move in with someone else, really?
I mean, what else do you do?
I don't know. I mean,
for her,
you call the police?
For her sanity. Even if you call the police, what are they going to do? It's both their homes. They can't kick him out.
So whatever happened with this boyfriend-girlfriend scenario, Tanya?
It took a week, and she finally had to sit him down and say, we're not
together.
Yeah. And he finally got it. So I'm thinking maybe Sabrina can try and just keep reiterating this is over, hand him divorce papers, and just say this is it.
Well, all right. Keep us posted on that. I mean, a lot of calls coming in. Let's get to this. I don't know what to say, and maybe it's because it's Friday and I'm out of words, but I don't know what to say to Sabrina. And she was on Ryan's Roses. She found out, this was 7 months ago, she was on Roses. We just spoke to her, got a follow-up, and she said, yeah, found out my husband was cheating, told him to leave several times, but he won't. They've got 2 kids. He will not leave the house. So what is she supposed to do? Hello, good morning. This is Julia. Hi, Julia. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Can you provide some guidance here? Because Sabrina's telling her husband, whom she knows has cheated, that she doesn't want, they've been married 2 years, they have 2 kids. She doesn't want him there, and he refuses to leave. What is she to do?
I think she needs to, not in a malicious way, but start telling everyone what's going on, her family, his family, and let everyone put the pressure on him to get the heck out.
So pressurize it.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation when you've got someone that says, wait a minute, he's not, I don't think he's being mean, but he did cheat on her, and he's not being respectful of what she's asking.
What's not mean about that?
Well, maybe, okay, all right.
Stay in your face and be up in your face. That's about as mean as you can be.
All right, he's being mean. But she's like, I don't know what to do. So you think, get the people around them both to put pressure on him to get out. And that will help him concede.
Not in a malicious, not in a.
And to do the right thing, bro, kind of way.
Exactly. Because the more people that know, she needs to sit down and talk to the kids in a, hey, we're separating kind of way, just so that they know. And then he'll be pressure. The pressure will be there for him to move out. She's being too nice right now by just keeping it between them.
That's a good idea.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye. You too. Do you think, and I don't mean to be cynical, but do you think there's any part of her that tells us she wants him to leave,
but
and tells him
to stay?
she wants him to leave, but doesn't really want him to leave?
Absolutely.
I think that may be what we're seeing here.
Especially because she said originally she tried to make it work, and she tried to forget about the fact that he cheated.
Sound that distraught about it on the phone. It's only been 7 months. I don't know. The most memorable Ryan's Roses call, many would say, of 2020. And if you missed it, Chantal, and she's on the phone, we're about to follow up with her, but Chantal called us because a woman was sending her husband nude photos. I mean, think about that feeling, right? I mean, you catch that. Then she noticed the woman's necklace, and it was just like the necklace worn by her sister-in-law and her husband's brother's wife. Remember that? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we called Jamal, and he implied that maybe his brother sent him those photos. This was an explosive Ryan's Roses. Here's a little recap.
So you're sending out naked photos of your wife. This is like a little wife game, huh?
We
Great.
brothers. We all brothers. We all brothers.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I hope you know that is a problem. And now you need a lawyer for it.
We could have been comparing we could have been comparing things. You know what I mean? We're brothers. Brothers brothers sometimes do strange things.
So Chantal's husband was sending naked pictures of her to his brother, and he was doing the same thing about his wife back to Chantal's husband.
Like major ill
Behind
on
her
all
back.
levels.
All right, so needless to say, we want to find out what happened since. Chantal, thanks for coming back on. It's been 5 weeks since we had you on for Ryan's Roses. What has happened since then, Chantal?
Oh my goodness. I mean, first of all, I'm a little embarrassed to start off.
I get it.
I know, but I think that's kind of where things are at right now. It's like I have a lot of people who really are happy that I shared, and I have some people who, of course, I have kids and family members. But long story short, my sister-in-law assured me that it wasn't her. She has a mole on her thigh, and she showed me that it wasn't her. She basically just calmed me down when it comes to that. But I think the bigger issue is that these pictures were being sent by my husband, by her husband.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem bothered by it, but for me, that's the root of it. I'm still really upset.
Well, which I get, that would be bothersome. But Chantal, your husband was sending pictures of you to his brothers still? That was happening.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's the snowball effect. It's like, so if you're sending pictures of these people, who else are you sending pictures of? What's actually happening? So I don't know. I'm really upset about it. I mean, as you can imagine, Thanksgiving was
Not good.
Yeah.
Well, you sound okay. Where does it leave you with your relationship with your husband?
That's a bigger issue. I'm really trying to understand. He has really tried to assure me that he never said he was cheating. He was very defensive. I just feel like this is indicative of something else going on. I'm not quite fully over it. We're still talking through it. I mean, I can own my part, and maybe we should have handled this internally, but I will never apologize for speaking my truth. And I feel like us having that conversation, he was defensive. I mean, I saw it. I don't know if anybody else saw it. So that's why, even though he says it was his brother sending him these pictures, I very much feel like something else is going on. There, where there's smoke, there's fire.
So you're staying with him for now?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we're still working through it.
Okay, well, Chantal, I know it was difficult the first time, and certainly to come back on, and especially during the holidays. So good luck to both of you. I hope you get to speak your truth and find your peace.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Okay, you take care.
Okay,
bye-bye.
good luck.
Do I fully understand what happened there?
I was a little lost too, but it sounds like she's going to try to get over it.
It does. And she's accepting that he was sending photos of her to his brother, and that other photo wasn't of his brother's wife.
That seems weird to me.
But then she goes on to say, where there's smoke, there's fire, so he's probably cheating. And then I'm a little confused by it, so I think we need to check in with Chantal again in 2021. It's a Ryan's Roses revisit. Let's get Vanessa on the line here. Vanessa, thanks for coming back on. This was back, I think it was like January of 2016 that we read your email on the air, right, Vanessa?
Yeah, it was a while ago. Hi, Ryan.
Hello. So James is her husband, sis. Just to bring her back to speed here. He was being very flirty with a girl that lives in their building. She even caught them in the hot tub together.
I
Vanessa
remember.
did, right? Remember this? So we get James on the line. We offer him the roses. As I recall, he refuses them. So we called him back. And at that point, he was very annoyed. Let me just play the clip of when we called him back here.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. I wish you well, but I'm not interested in paying for the roses or being on your mailing list or whatever. So good luck, but again, please, sorry, stop, take my name off the list and stop calling me, okay?
So
I'm sorry.
we never got to the bottom of it. Vanessa is on the line. Was he cheating with this woman, Vanessa? What happened?
So I don't think so. I know that there was definite flirting and maybe there was even mutual interest, but I don't think it ever ended up crossing the line. And, it's funny. I wanted to tell you guys. So one of your callers, I think this lady was named Kelly or something, she suggested that the next time that this happens, that I go join them in the hot tub, and I did that. I got
Kelly Ripa here that day? Was that Kelly Ripa? Was Kelly Ripa here that day with us?
I don't think so. That was before you were on the show.
It was
2016.
I can't remember yesterday. All right, go ahead, Vanessa. So anyway, she said go get in the hot tub with him.
Yeah, and so I got home, and he wasn't home. Sure enough, they were in the hot tub, and so I changed. I got in, and it was super awkward. And the girl got out pretty quick, and after she left, I said to him, I don't have anything to worry about with you two, do I? And he said, absolutely not. And as far as I know, they've never been in there together since.
But Vanessa, I still don't. I mean, I'm not comfortable with him in the hot tub with her when you're not around. That's still weird to me.
I know, but I feel like, again, I just think he was just relaxing down there, and nothing crossed the line. He just went down there, and once I did it, it literally stopped. And it's so funny. He came home from work recently, and he said, I heard something on the radio called Ryan's Roses, where they call husbands that they might be cheating on them. Did you have them ever call me? And I lied and was like, what? No, of course not. But I don't know. I really think that it's fine and nothing actually happened.
And you're happy now? You guys are happy together?
Look, as long as you have peace, I think that's all that matters. Hot tubs and people. Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. Well, as long as now I'm the woman in the hot tub with him, that's all that matters to me.
Well, I understand. Vanessa, I'm glad you called back. I'm glad you guys are still together. Thank you for listening to us.
No, thank you guys for helping, too. You really gave me a lot of confidence.
Okay, great.
Good.
All right, take care.
Thanks, Ryan.
Bye. I still don't know about being in the hot tub when you're not there.
I feel like they might have had stuff going on.
And they cut it down.
They cut it
or
down.
shut it down.
Yeah, shut it down.
Cut it down, shut it down. Tanya.
Have you ever been busted in a hot tub by the cops?
I feel like this is her saying,
this happened to me.
This happened to me.
I'm just curious.
The answer is no to us, but what happened to you?
When she was talking about it, I was in high school. We were in Scott Thompson's backyard in Rossmore, and we were skinny dipping, and we were just talking, literally just talking, and the neighbors called the cops on us. And they came, and I was completely naked. And I don't even know how old I was. How old are you in senior year in high school?
17.
17? Yeah.
And so what'd the cops do?
They said, we got a noise complaint. You guys have to keep it down back here.
And did you?
Well, yeah, I was mortified. I was like, oh my.
And how was school the next day?
Awful.
No. The only thing that happened to me was that one time I was in the park in the valley like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and the cop knocked on the back window and said, can you go to your apartment?
I have the same exact story when I was in a neighborhood.
Really? In the valley?
Not in the valley. It was a neighborhood in LaSalle.
I was taking her home, and she said, let's pull into the park, and we were making out in the back seat. And the cop came and said, can't you take it to the apartment?
That was 15 years ago?
It was like before I started at KIIS.
Wow.
So, yeah. Tanya, thanks for this walk down memory lane.
Thank you.
Nothing but sweetness there. What was Sissiney's?
It was my boyfriend at the time in high school.
At the time?
At the time. I was a sophomore. He was a senior.
And what happened?
We were doing stuff.
And the cops came?
In broad daylight in a neighborhood. It wasn't the cops. It was the owner of whoever house we were parked across the street from. And he's like, get the hell out of here.
I love at least we went to a public park. Sissiney's like on private property. It's time for Ryan's Roses. Here we go. If it's a public service, if there's an issue in your world, you can't sort it out, come to us and we'll try our best. The email we have, not much to go on, but basically, dear Ryan and Sissany, my husband's been acting strange, a lot of texting, a lot of private moments to think. I saw that he texted someone just after midnight on New Year's. That was it for me to think he may be cheating, at least emotionally, if not physically. Gabby and Alhambra. So, Gabby, thank you for listening and thank you for leaning on us. We want to get right to it because we understand that he was acting strange, but it is very common that people get Happy New Year's texts at midnight, and maybe he was just responding to one of those texts innocently.
Yeah, no, and I thought about that, but I feel like, first of all, there's like a little bit of an intuition in knowing someone for so long, that there was something a little bit kind of like shady in the way that he did it. Like it was like, well, it felt like secretive, and I was even like, "Oh, what's that?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing." And so it felt hiding, like there was something hiding behind it. So it didn't feel like an innocent, like, "Oh, Jim texted me and I texted him back," you know. Huh. So,
and you said he was acting strange before that.
Yeah, like he's just been distant, like more distant. Like when he comes home from work, he just kind of like has just not been very engaging as much as he normally is, and he's like, I just need some time to like decompress, and he'll be going off by himself a little bit more, and it's just not like him, and so it's all right. It's like hard to know.
You know, it's interesting because I keep hearing about more and more people trying to meditate. And so that would be going off by yourself. It doesn't mean that there's something going on, but you might just be, meditating.
But you would share that with your wife and say, "Hey, I'm into meditating now, so I'm going to go meditate."
Yeah.
Like, why?
So shut me down. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
No, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Well, I'm playing his other advocate. All right, Gabby, hang on. We'll just make this call to your husband next. But most importantly, the camel and the straw and the camel was on New Year's Eve when he was texting someone after midnight, and she thinks something's up. But she actually thinks that he's messing around. Gabby, do you have a good relationship with your husband otherwise?
Normally, yeah. That's why the change is so noticeable.
Do you have kids?
Yes. I mean, a kid. We have a child.
All right, Gabby, we're going to call your husband now. And I want you to be very quiet until we tell him he's on the air. Then we'll all speak. But Sisney's going to offer him some roses, and she wants to find out who he's sending them to, right? Like who's at the top of his head, and then what he writes on the card in terms of the sentiment. So that's really important. Good luck. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and whatever his name is, on KIIS-FM. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call on KIIS-FM.
Okay, good luck. Here we go.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hi, is this Danny?
Yeah, this is Danny.
Hi, I'm calling from Frida's Flowers. We're a new flower shop here in Alhambra, right on Main Street. The reason I'm calling is because we have a wonderful promotion that I would love to offer you. Do you have a few minutes?
Oh, yeah, I'm probably not interested.
Oh, but you really will be, because they're absolutely free. It's a dozen roses that you can send to anybody that you'd like. They're free. The promotion is that we hope that you like the flowers and you just promote us to friends and family. That's it. We give away a free dozen red roses every week, and you've been selected to win this week.
Oh, and there's no catch, no.
I don't need any info from you, really. I don't need credit card info, anything like that. Just the name of the person that you'd want to send them to. And we can even put a note on there.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Do I just give it to you over the phone?
Yep, we can do it right now if you've got just a few moments. So the name?
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and send it to Gabby.
Gabby?
Yeah, and just say, I love you, we're the luckiest.
I love you, we are the luckiest. That's cute.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, really Danny, awesome. Danny, it's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. And Sissany is here with me, and your wife, Gabby, who you just sent the roses to, is on the phone. How are you, Danny?
What? What?
Your wife, Gabby, say hi.
Hey, Danny, it's me.
Hi.
Hi.
What is this?
Well, let me explain. Your wife thinks that you're cheating on her, and she asked us to call you on the air. Is that not true, Gabby?
Well, no, I just didn't. No, honey, I just didn't. You've been just so distant and kind of strange lately. I just was afraid that's why, and so I
can tell you, I'm not. I'm not. I don't know why this is the way you need to ask me.
Hold on.
Ask me in person.
Hold on, everyone. Gabby, you did tell us that you think that something's going on and that he's cheating. I mean, I just read your email. You said that was it for me to think he may be cheating, right?
Yeah.
So let's clear the air. What is it? Danny, hear from your wife what you're doing to make her think those thoughts. Gabby, tell him.
Well, I don't know. It's just been you've been so distant lately, and haven't wanted to talk to me, which is very, you've been I need some private moments, private time to think, and then on New Year's, I saw that you texted somebody, and I didn't know who the number was, and I know I shouldn't have gone in your phone, but it just I've been kind of out of my mind because I feel like you won't talk to me.
Gabby,
about
that was Gabby. That was my mom. I texted. That's kind of it.
Well, Gabby, how do you feel?
I'm I don't even know. I'm obviously grateful that you still love me and you're not cheating on me, but
it sounds like you guys have a great relationship. You just need to communicate a little bit. That's what I'm hearing here, Danny. So listen, Danny, here's the thing. You hear the call from your wife. Gabby, you hear your husband and his sentiment in sending you, I love you, we're the luckiest. So take that and build on it. And good luck to you two, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Gabby, she told us at the beginning, I think he's cheating.
I know.
And then we get him on the phone, and she's like, I didn't think that.
And she got a little scared.
Throw us under the bus.
Yeah, she got a little scared.
We didn't just make all this up.
I know.
I just want to make sure that she was up front and got what she needed out of the call before she said, I didn't think that. And all of a sudden, she's back in the same place next week.
I think she just has a lot of question marks floating around her head right now.
I like her, and I like him.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't sound, I don't know. I don't know what's missing. What's happening there? I think he's cheating. Don't believe this guy. He stuttered. You should have asked more questions. How would she not know the mom's number? Well,
that's where I'm at. Why would he not have the mom's number? But she seemed relieved by it, so maybe she knows more than we do.
I mean, the reason we wrapped up was because he said it was his mom on the phone after midnight on New Year's Eve. And it was her reaction that relieved me. It wasn't what he said.
Right.
It's what she said and how she said it. She believed it, and she wasn't believing a lot of things until that moment. So there must be something that we're missing. It wasn't what he said. It was what she said that made me think, all right, there's credibility here. But clearly not with Los Angeles.
Of course not.
Good morning. Seacrest, Sissany, Tanya, Patty, everyone is here. Let's revisit quickly this roses topic, and then we'll move on, because I found it very interesting. Now, the gist is they're married. Gabby's husband, Danny, he's been acting strange. On New Year's Eve, when it became midnight, she saw him texting with someone. He says it was my mom. And we moved on. Oh, that's what it was. And we moved on. She reacted in a certain way. Now, it was her reaction that actually made me think he was telling the truth. Then, me being naive, we go to break, we come back, and I look at all the calls coming in saying, why did you let him off the hook?
We should have asked more questions.
Listen to this, and this is what I was going off of.
Gabby, that was my mom. I texted. That's kind of it.
Well, Gabby, how do you feel?
I'm I don't even know. I'm obviously grateful that you still love me and you're not cheating on me.
So I was going off of her energy.
Yeah, I
thinking,
see what you're saying now.
Okay, he's not winding us up. He's not making up a story. It was not what he said. It's what she said.
Yeah.
Stephanie, good morning in Corona. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Ryan?
Good, thanks. So what's your view?
know how many of you don't have your mom's number programmed into your phone, but I know I do.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you. That was my first thought when this happened.
And he couldn't have stuttered more if he tried. And I think she was just caught off guard by his response.
I don't want to defend him, but I will tell you, sometimes I've seen people's phones that do some freaky things and only numbers show up for a second and then it goes back to their names. No, I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah. That's
I'm just
very rare.
telling you. Well, look, it was midnight. There could have been an overload of text and things happen. Glitches occur. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Stephanie, thank you for calling. We appreciate you listening. Darlene, Monterey Park. Good morning, Darlene.
Good morning.
So, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I totally agree with her too. Like, everybody has their mom's phone number in their phone.
But maybe they don't. Maybe he hasn't talked to his mom in years.
Aren't they together for a long time? She would have had his mom's phone number too.
But let's forget about the phone numbers. Let's just listen to the reaction from her. She seemed content with his response, and that made me believe he's telling the truth.
Almost like she was shocked.
But what it is it's like she's afraid of getting him upset, because when you were talking to her, she was already saying, "Oh, I didn't say you were cheating." Like, that was her response.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
You had to correct her. Like, she was trying to make sure he didn't get upset. Like, she's trying to please him, but at the same time trying to find out if he's cheating, but she doesn't want him to get mad at her. So he needs to be the one apologizing to her for making her feel this way, because obviously other stuff is going on in that relationship.
Well, that's another conversation, right? I mean, there clearly are other things that have gotten her to this place and escalate. Yeah, I think you're right. Thanks for calling. You have a good day. Let's grab Patty in Lancaster. Patty in Lancaster. Hi, Lancaster's Patty. Good morning. You're on the air with us at KIIS-FM.
Hello.
Hi. So, what do you think?
Well, I think that people will hear what they want to hear. Right? As soon as he said his mom, she just accepted that answer because that's the safest answer for her, because then she doesn't have to come to terms that maybe he is cheating. So that's what I think.
You don't think there's validity in her calm response. You think that she just heard him say the words she wanted to hear and she didn't want to put up a fight then.
Right, because that's the safest thing to do, just for him to say, "No, I'm not cheating." So, okay, she even said it. I'm so glad that you still love me. Like that was just enough for her, so that she doesn't have to face the facts that he might be cheating.
Interesting.
It's tough. All right, thanks for calling.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking. Sometimes after these roses, I'm completely confused. Like, I think I hear something, and then we take everyone's point of view.
And then it turns. I know. It happens to me all the time.
Then I question. It's like it is honestly confusing. We are confusing people. We as human beings confuse.
It sounds like this phone call from his mom was a big milestone in his life. So, she sounded very relieved and surprised that he was talking to his mother, almost as if maybe they don't talk. She came out of nowhere, you know?
You mean the text?
No, yeah, the text.
Okay, let me go to Patty. She's usually a good equalizer on this. So, Patty, you've heard it all. You've heard where we are. You've heard the calls.
Well, I am upset with you because you usually ask questions, and you did not this time.
No, because I listened to her. I didn't listen to him. I listened to her. And her response was, "Okay, I'm relieved. Thank you. I'm happy that everything's okay." I listened to her tone, and I took a cue from her tone.
So you didn't want to pry anymore.
Well, I didn't feel like it was my role to fight anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this? Why don't we call him back? Or let me try to get him back, and we can get a better explanation from him.
I don't need to talk to him. I'm asking you where you stand.
Well, I don't know, because we didn't get an answer. He just said, "Oh, it was my mom," but okay, she should have known. If it was if it was a mom, she should have known that phone number was coming from the mother.
Unless he doesn't speak to his mom.
See, but I think that's really just thinking too
No,
much
maybe not, because her reaction would indicate what Sisney says. Maybe they don't communicate much, and that was a big thing
Her
for her to
reaction
reach out.
gave us nothing other than,
Patty,
I'm relieved that you're not cheating on me.
No, I think her calm tone said more than the words she spoke.
I don't think so.
I think there's many families out there who have relationships with parents or don't have relationships with parents, and maybe they're trying to get in contact with them. It's been years for whatever reason, and this could have been one of those situations. Could have been a mom, it could have been a sister, it could have been a brother.
Christmas,
the holidays, the New Year,
Thanksgiving. People reach out that haven't reached out in a long time. Sometimes you've had a bad relationship with, and it's nice. And maybe that's what her response was saying.
Both you, Ryan, and Sissany sound like Gabby. Just assuming that everything's okay and just assuming without actual fact. That's how you and Sissany sound right now.
Positive?
Just making an assumption based on no facts.
Why don't you try and get him back? Your idea, try and get him back on the phone and get an explanation.
I will do that.
Patty always gets her way. Patty is trying to get in touch with Danny. I think she's making some progress to find out why it was so significant for him to hear from his mom and why his wife was content with that response, because we're catching a lot of heat. Mm-hmm. Good morning, George and Cudahy. How are you?
I am doing fine, Ryan. Thank you for taking my call.
Of course.
Look, you should have drilled Danny a little more. He was lying when he said his mother, because when you replayed the tape, he was stuttering. Mm-hmm. And Gabby, like others have said, did not want to face the music that her husband could be cheating. Right away, she started going off that, he still loves me, he still loves me. Danny never said he loved her. She wants to hear that, and I feel bad for her, because it's that type of young lady that gets cheated on and doesn't see it.
Mm. It's interesting. He did not say, I love you.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
But Gabby's going on and on. Oh, you still love me. No, he didn't say that. And he stuttered when he said his mother. And yes, she does sound like she's afraid of him. But something's up there with Danny. And I feel bad for Gabby. But she needs to wake up.
All right. Valerie, who listens to us in Arizona. Valerie, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. So what's happening?
I received your guys' Ryan's Roses by Snapchat. One of my friends snaps me all your guys' Ryan's Roses. The only thing I miss about California. And he is definitely cheating.
You think he's cheating?
Midnight, only text, and let me not tell you, no.
Okay. All right. Well, let me.
Interesting. He didn't tell her.
Thank you for listening across the borders. We will. I think we will get him here. Patty, is it right that Danny's online too?
Yeah, he's willing to tell us everything.
All right. So this is good. Now, remember, here is the real point of impact. He sent the roses to his wife. And she was concerned because he was texting someone just after midnight on New Year's Eve. She was very concerned. He had been acting strange lately.
Yep.
And then we let him off the hook because, at least I did, because I was taking a cue from her response to his answer. Listen.
Gabby, that was my mom. I texted. That's kind of it.
Well, Gabby, how do you feel?
I'm like, I don't even know. I'm obviously grateful that you still love me and you're not cheating on me.
She accepted it in a way that made me think, okay, maybe there's something we don't know, or he's being honest. But apparently, the entire nation disagrees. So Danny is on the phone. When I say nation, I mean like the 818. So Danny, thank you for coming back on. Are you there?
I am. Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can. We're curious, obviously, to know. Your wife was concerned about you cheating on her. She said you were on your phone texting somebody, didn't recognize the number apparently after midnight on New Year's Eve. You said it was your mom. You did stutter. I will admit you did stutter a little bit, so it could have sounded like you were trying to cover your tracks. But then she accepted it in such a way that I believed you, and apparently I am wrong. So can you explain to us, was there a significance in all of this?
Yeah, there was. We talked about it last night, and I'm actually feeling so much better. So much so that I think actually the best thing I can do right now is to actually talk openly about it. And so that's why I thought it would be a good idea to get on here and explain it to you and to all
I'm confused.
I'm also a listener.
Okay, I'm confused by that. So tell me what you mean.
Well, okay. So when I was a teenager, my father passed away. and it made life pretty hard. I was only 16, and I said some things that I really, really regret. And it was hard, and I ended up actually leaving home. I ran away, and moved in with a friend of mine who was awesome, but I completely severed all connections with my mom, and it's something that I've thought about so many times since, but I never really had the courage to try to rekindle that relationship. And it was, when Gabby and I had our son, and she was spending time with Gabby's mother, and when he would ask, where's your mom? And I had no answer. There was no grandma for him on my side, and that's when I realized that I needed to do something, and that was the same time that my mom actually reached out to me on Facebook, and we started a conversation, which then became texting, and I actually got an opportunity to apologize this year. And so the message that I sent to her on New Year's Eve was actually just, I'm glad that I know you again in 2017, and I hope to know you more in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's hard to say all that out loud.
Yeah, I bet.
And so would be why your wife, when you said that, instantly accepted it. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I mean,
she knew the history.
All right. Well,
some of it. I mean, as much as I would admit
so
to
Danny,
anyone,
let me ask a quick question, and thank you, by the way, for your candor and coming on. But
Mm-hmm.
what do you hope happens from here with your mom?
I just really hope that I have her back in my life, and she's grown up. I've grown up so much more, and I feel like we're at a mature place where we can talk about our past with an idea of moving forward, and without just being buried in regret.
And life is short.
Decisions.
Life is short. You know, it's short, and that kind of any regret or resentment eats you up on the inside, which takes time away from your time on this planet, and it's just not worth it. It sounds like you're taking a step in the right direction. Well, Danny, thanks for coming on, and good luck to you, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye.
All right, take care. Bye.
Wow.
I have to say,
Mm?
I like Danny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that all you're saying? Okay.
That's all. I think that was pretty clear what he was trying to accomplish there.
Yeah, you were right with her reaction, because she definitely accepted the fact that he was texting his mom.
But Patty still doesn't believe him.
Come on, Patty.
I believe him, and Sissany, you were right. Your assumption was right.
Well, it's
So
I
like they
have
say-
I have 3 brains right now, you guys.
Like
so
they
it's-
say,
I can't take all the
assume.
credit.
Never assume unless you're right. So after all of that, I believe Danny. Sissany, I think you believe Danny.
I do believe Danny.
Tanya, we know, doesn't believe Danny.
No.
Does America believe Danny? Candy, very quickly, do you believe Danny?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that, because no one did earlier.